Muscle suit, sport, wet paint, big feet. I pull up and kill shit, 6 feet.
Alright, 6 feet going deep. It's Torius with
DJ Smokey, man. We in the building, man. What's going on?
Not much. How's everything, DJ Smokey?
Everything's good, man. Just a lot of work, man. Came from the club last night. Now I'm here. You know how it is, man.
No, that's every day for you, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
So why don't you tell us about what you do?
Well, I'm a DJ. I've toured all over the world. I've also own a website called hiphopoverload.com. I got a clothing line called Broken Crayon Clothing. I'm one of the top DJs at Poe Boy Music Group. I also work with Strong Arm, Real Heavy, Flow Rider, and the whole Cramp, Baby Soldier, and everybody. So I'm also a program director at Strong Arm Radio.
What does a program director do?
Basically oversee all the shows that play on our station.
Like when people say they're promoting the show?
No, basically we schedule out the shows. We make sure DJs are there on time. We just basically running the station, managing the station. You know what I'm saying? Promotions, everything like that. Scheduling in artists for interviews and everything like that.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Yeah.
So did you grow up down here, or
Yeah, born and raised in Miami.
How was it growing up in Miami?
I mean, it's got it's hustles and bustles, man. You got to hustle to get yours, and back in the days it was a lot different. Now, it's a lot more chill, but
now it's more chill, or back then it was more chill?
Nah, back then it was a little more savage. But everything was cool. I didn't have, I grew up pretty straight. My mom made sure I was good, so
So were you always influenced by music?
Yeah, definitely. Back when I was I want to say about 13, I actually came across a DMC finals. We at the time we had VCR with the tape.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yes,
I had actually got a video from some DJing World Championships, and ever since then I just always wanted to be a DJ and everything like that.
That's back when the DJs were more popular than the rappers, right?
Well, I don't think it's being more popular. I think there's...
Or more known? No,
it was just different, you know what I'm saying? The DJ and the rapper came hand in hand, so it wasn't who's bigger than the other, you know what I mean? But every rapper has their DJ, or, that's when more of the elements were involved. Nowadays the elements ain't all involved the way it used to be, graffiti, rapping, MCing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was all hip-hop, basically, the culture.
Right. Now so y'all young cats, you know what I mean? Y'all just, y'all got all different, technology to go ahead and help you make beats and do different things.
It's a lot easier nowadays.
A lot easier, yeah. So, and everybody can just do it themselves now.
For DJing too?
DJing, you still you gotta have some skills. You can't just, you can pick up, some DJ equipment and just DJ, but, there's a lot more into it. Reading a crowd, actually getting some technical skills with scratching and things like that. That stuff you gotta practice, but, now they got controllers and all this stuff just to
So, I was, playing with some DJ equipment yesterday at Guitar Center, and, my girl was she's a lot better at it than I was. Mm-hmm. So because I don't know, she goes up if she goes out more than me or whatever. But
your girl going out more than you, bro? Not play with you.
No, because I feel like she has more of a feel of music than I do. I feel like if she was a DJ, she would be able to read the crowd really good.
Okay.
But
you gotta you gotta read your crowd. You gotta see who's in the building, see what type of vibe it is. Sometimes you go in places blind, not everywhere is just hip hop only, Sometimes you need reggae, sometimes.
How do you deal with that? Going to different crowds and playing?
Just most of the time you gotta just know where you're going. You gotta do your research. It's like if a club booked me, I should have an idea of, what kind of vibe they're looking for, DJs that have DJed there before and things like that.
Or what night it is.
Or what night it is. But most of those decisions, when you do private events, when you get booked for dinners and things like that, that's when you really need to just read the crowd and see, I got these, older Spanish women here, let me go and play a little despacio or something like that. And then you got...
Wait, are you Hispanic?
Nah, I'm Haitian.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
So...
Not because you look a little Haitian. I didn't know if you were Haitian or Hispanic, because...
Yeah, I'm light-skinned, but, they got light-skinned Haitians all over, man. So, especially in this area, Kendall.
Yeah.
But, you just got, more, I think more corporate and private events, you need to read more, than going to the hip-hop clubs and strip clubs or whatever. you know, I think that's those are the events that I have to read more than just being able to play the regular hits or whatever. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, of course.
So,
what were you like listening to, like, or how has your like music taste changed from like back then to like now?
well, I used to, you know, I grew up the Wu-Tangs and the Nas's, the, you know, Jay-Z, Beanie Siegel, that whole Rockefeller, then they went into that whole Master P and No Limit crew, and then you had the Cash Money, you know, I went through all that, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I grew up on.
So you're there since the beginning, pretty much.
I mean, it's not the beginning. You know,
like
you still got, you can go way past that. You know, before my age, you had Rakim.
No, I mean like the beginning of like the '90s era of like hip hop.
Yeah. That, you know, I went through that whole little era, and then, you know, now it's all about Future and Kodak and all the young cats, man. You gotta salute them. I salute to all y'all young cats doing y'all thing, man.
So how do you feel about like playing your music now?
I mean, I don't have a problem with it. You know, I like to, you know, play what's hot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Once again, it's also about reading the crowd, you know, like being on tour. I actually got, you know, I've witnessed different crowds in every city. I mean, you can go from New York, you know, to LA, and it's just different vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, hold on.
Did I leave an iPad in here?
An iPad?
oh, bro.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, so like, you know, I mean, I've been to fucking Idaho and places like that, and real diverse crowd.
What are they like out there? Like country music or something?
Nah, I mean, they listen to hip hop and things like that. But you just got to play more, man. Like, you can't play those, like, you know, super hood Jeezy cuts and things like that they don't know about. You know, you got to just keep it more like.
But don't you want to like sometimes also like put them onto new music?
Yeah, definitely. But you got to mix that in. You got to learn how to, you know, you got to learn how to play the record. There's one thing about DJing, playing your little playlist or whatever, but it's when you're presenting records to people, it's all about how you present it. So what I would do is I play something popular that they know and they love, and then that's when right after that, then I'm gonna hit them with that new. You know what I'm saying? Like this, that new.
They're already hyped, so they're gonna.
Right, exactly. You know, and then you deliver that and give them that presentation. You know what I mean?
So like, what was the first show that you ever did? Like the first time you ever decided, like, oh, I want to pick up. Like, what made you decide that you want to do that?
First show I did, like as far as what, like concert or like just a party?
The first time you ever decided that you wanted to DJ?
I mean, I was doing middle school parties. Like I said, I picked up, you know, I had got some DJ equipment. Me and my homies, we linked up, and we all, like, he bought the turntable, I bought the mixer, he bought the speakers, I had this, you know what I mean?
So you were in like a DJ group?
Yeah, it was me and two of my homies, and then, of course, you know, they phased out of that, and I just always kept on with it and just kept doing my thing. Just got me to where I'm at today, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So.
You think they should have kept on with it?
I mean, it really wasn't their forte. So you know, they all one of my homies is a real estate dude now. Another one, he's a family man, got 3 kids. Like, you know, so.
Like how can you like tell the difference between like a good DJ and a bad DJ?
I mean, just by listening to them.
Sure.
You know, you're not mixing right. You're not transitioning. You're not, you know, talking to the people. You know, it all depends. I mean, you can hear a train wreck from miles away. So just imagine the same thing DJing. You know what I mean? So, you know, just not knowing where they're at, not understanding what music needs to be played or the right time to play certain songs. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. So, like, do they ever like play like? Have you ever like had any like malfunctions with your DJing? Like play a song that you didn't want to play or something like that?
Maybe not about a song I didn't play. I DJed one event and the mixer just went zapped out, and apparently it was the I guess the power cable. I don't know what it was, but you know, I got booked for some event and went out. We said you got it situated, but they had to change out the whole mixer, and like it was kind of crazy, but. Whatever, you know what I mean? Like, because it's not my fault.
So what do you do in that situation? Like,
I mean, talk on the mic and get on the mic. Yo, shit is fucked up right now, you know. But you also, you know, it's my Instagram. This is my Twitter. Like, you can follow me here. Who's having a good time tonight? You know what I'm saying? Well, almost you just gotta improvise. You know, so you don't look crazy out there.
So like, what is like one of your tactics that you use to like get people hyped? Like other than like, you know, playing hype songs.
Just interacting with the crowd, man. You know, you see a sexy lady, you know, turning up, and you gotta turn up with her. You feel me?
Put
like
the spotlight on her.
Put the spotlight, shout her out. Play songs that people know the words to.
Mm-hmm.
Let them sing along with the song. You know what I'm saying? You just cut that song off while it's playing, and everybody's still singing the words. Then boom, hit them with another banger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's usually how I do it. You know.
Nah, I feel you. Were you like making music at a point too? Like making your own music?
Not really. I used to like co-produce with this producer I work with from Houston. His name Freeway TJ.
Mm-hmm.
He's back in Houston now. He was living here. He was signed to Poe Boy for a little while, and I just used to work with him a lot. Like me and him used to always be in the studio together. That's why we put out a bunch of records. So I did a record with Zoe Dollars and Young Breed called How I Feel.
Mm-hmm.
The videos
Wait,
on
producer or like rapper? Or?
Well, I executive produced the record, so I put the record together. That video's on Vivo now. It's on iTunes. You can go get that. For everybody tune in, go get that. It's called How I Feel. I got another record with Chaotic and Iceberg. It's called My Grind. Another dope record. And I got another record called Hella Bands with Billy Blue and Zoe Dollars. All that stuff's on iTunes.
You're telling me about going on tour with them too, right?
Yeah, I went on tour with Billy Blue. We were on the tour for the fans last year with Lupe Fiasco. It was like a 40-city tour, something like that. And we went everywhere. Everywhere.
What was your favorite city that you went to?
My favorite city, I would have to say either Portland or Seattle.
Portland?
Yeah.
I always hear good things about Portland. Like every time.
Turned up.
Yeah.
The crowd had great energy. They definitely like responded to the music well. For Blue, even though we're on tour, Lupe is like, they don't know Blue, and the way that the response they gave him was like amazing, because it's like for somebody y'all don't know and y'all watching him for 20 minutes and y'all sitting there like, you know what I mean? And you don't even know this guy's music. It was like a great feeling. So it was good to see that. It was good to see the response from the crowds, and they were like super turned up. You know what I'm saying? And then, during our show we bring Lupe out, because Lupe, he's the main act. So it's like another artist performed, we got on. During our set, we bring Lupe out, and then another artist came on, and then Lupe got on, and then Lupe brings out Blue again later on in the set. So super dope, man. Do
you feel like all you guys have like a good chemistry, like working together?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's my brother for life. You know what I mean? Like, there ain't nothing I won't do for him. I'm an asshole. So everybody says I'm an asshole, but he's one of my good friends, and they know how to deal with me, and we get the job done. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, now sometimes you have to be like that person, to like get down on everyone, right?
I just like to get things done. Whether they don't like the way how I get, however I get it done, I get it done. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. So
how would you describe your work ethic?
I mean, I just go hard. I might be, if I got to be an asshole, I got to be an asshole, but it gets the job done, Some people they don't get it. Some people don't get me, but I get me, so it is what it is.
I get you.
It is what it is.
Sometimes I have to be that road too. That's why I do like this by myself.
Right. Sometimes you got to do it yourself, but, as long as the job gets done, that's what's important. So.
Yeah. What do you feel like your biggest achievement was? Like, was it the tour or?
The tour, putting out records. I mean, being the DJ at Poe Boy Music Group. I mean, being co-signed by E-Class, Big and Rankin, Freezy, Big Chuck. Like, owning my own website. Pays bills. You know what I'm saying? HipHopOverload.com. It's become such a it blew up.
It's like a blog site, right?
Yeah, it's like a blog site. Got hip hop news, got videos, got all that stuff.
So you stay up to date with everybody? Or?
Yeah, you should check out the site, man. It's a pretty big deal. Thousands of visitors a day. It just grew to be something huge, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I think our email subscriber list is like at 60, 70,000 people.
That's what I'm trying to do with like the whole 6 feet, like with the interviews, like have it like expand to like blogs.
Right. I mean, that's the goal, man. You got to start somewhere. So salute to what you got going on, man. I'm glad I could be a part of helping you out and getting, you on your feet.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that too. But I feel like the hardest part is like staying updated with it because I get bombarded by a lot of like people's music and stuff. So I never know like where to start. You know?
Well, I mean, of course, you got to bring what's bringing traffic to your website. So, like, if you're not, it's all good. I have no problem. I show a bunch of indie artists love and things like that. I mean, our traffic has grown to where it's like, people are asking us all the time to be on the site. But, we got, just like World Star, you pay that little fee, you can pay a little fee. But, we don't like to...
like tax too much?
It's not even that. It's just you just don't want to get it. You don't want to saturate your website with
like people
too much because then people aren't gonna read your shit. You know what I mean? So if you got to keep it constantly with the gossip and this and that and the big names, which people don't understand why you so love. Because you know what? If I post this Future song, I'm gonna get 1,000 views as opposed to posting your song is going to get me 3 or 4 views, and that's what some artists don't understand. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's a business. Cost to keep the website up. It costs to have my SEO guy working on it every month. Yeah. It costs for my email blast. Like, this is a business. You know what I'm saying?
No, of course. How do you like? Do people ever get like really salty and like hate on you for that?
I mean, they can hate. I mean, I don't know if they hate, but it is what it is, bro. Like,
I know how people get when you ask them like to charge, like when you charge someone. Because I feel like if you're offering a service, you should charge for it, right?
I mean, my service is proven to give you the views, so you're not giving me views. I'm giving you views.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I know I got 10,000 people coming to my website every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's light. So, like, for you to be like, oh, well, I'm gonna promote it and do this. Like, nah, bro. Like, I don't need your promotion to do that because I already have it. You need my promotion.
Yeah, exactly.
So, ultimately, now I have a service to offer you. So, if you need that service, you got to pay for it. I don't work for free. I got kids. My kid's 12 years old. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. You got responsibility.
Yeah.
So, like, how you gonna like do it for free? Like,
yeah. So
you're already where you want to be at.
I mean, I'm not where I want to be, but I know where I'm going.
Well, you're good, right? Like,
I mean, I'm getting there, man.
Yeah.
So.
How do you feel about like Russ? You know Russ? Saying,
yeah, I've heard about him.
Saying about what he says about the hip hop blogs and the radio and everything.
I didn't catch what he said. What did he say?
He said that like he was like basically like bashing all the radio and hip hop blogs because they weren't like they weren't playing any of his music when he was like low. But now he's like blowing up. They all like reach out to him.
I mean, that's just the way. That's the game. That's just how it is. I mean, but at the same time, when people who were showing him love, was he reposting their stuff and was he showing them love? No, he probably never even acknowledged some of the people that. See, that's the problem. Is like even though small blogs are picking you up, you're not showing love to them. So then when the blogs pick you up and now you got a hit song, don't diss that because you weren't sitting there showing love. It's like an artist. You do all this work for artists. And artists, break my song in the club, break my song in the club. But then when they blow up, they don't know you. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, I'll support you, but you're not supporting me in any way. Like, if you're not coming to my club, play my song. You come to my club, you come to any of my events. You know what I'm saying? You repost my flyers. Like, it's the same balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't diss the DJ because they're not
give to give.
Yeah, sometimes it ain't about money, dog. Like, if you sitting there, so I got so I'm in the club 2 nights a week, 3 nights a week. I got an open mic event. You an upcoming artist. It's free to come perform at my open mic event, right? So if you don't come one time, and now there's a crowd every time, so it's not like you performing to nobody. You performing from the crowd, but you rather wait and get your flyer. You want to be in a strip club 4 a.m. You trying to perform when everybody's leaving the club. Like, instead of coming to an event early. It's an early event. My doors open at 9, so you can come perform early, go to the club after, and do whatever it is you want. But you're not even willing to take the time to go do an event and perform for a crowd. But
you're gonna wait till
But you want to get big. Yeah, you want to be in a strip club because it's the name of the strip club, and you just want that little flyer. Or you just consider it open mic or whatever. It's only called an open mic because anybody can come and perform. We let R&B artists, producers, like we had a group of producers. Came and set up their whole.
They were doing live production.
Live production on the stage, people come play the guitar. Like, it's just a place for you to showcase your talent. So, like, if you're not willing to do that, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, because a lot of people talk down on open mics, but they don't understand there's people there and
this is not but it's not like an open mic where people are just drunk and they're just coming. Hey, I'm just gonna sing whatever song. People come and singing their music that they put together. Like, so it's a place for showcase, and my shit be packed. H2 will tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit be packed. So,
I see.
So it's not like, you know, I just don't understand. It's free to come perform a song. It's like, come perform. You know what I mean? So some people get it, some people don't. But like I say, back to what I was saying is, if you're not supporting any of my events, don't sit there and come to the club at 1 o'clock in the morning when my shit is popping, it's packed in here, and you want me to play your records. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where the support comes back and forth.
Have you ever done that and you regretted it?
What do you mean?
Like,
playing somebody's song?
Yeah.
I mean, if they ain't, like I say, if they're not supporting anything I got going on or whatever, I'm not playing it. Like, I'll listen to it later. You can email, here's my information. You can email me maybe next week, and, you know, you come check me out, whatever, you know, but I'm not going to just stop what I'm doing to play the record.
No, yeah.
I don't know you like that. You know what I mean? So.
Do you ever do shows like where you have like a bunch of openers and then they try to like, you don't know like what the set list is or any, like there's like any unorganized shows, like how do you feel about those?
I mean, they come, you know, there's tons of unorganized shows. I used to do a bunch of shows at Revolution in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. So we did like Schoolboy Q, did Jadakiss. I mean, one time they did Big Sean back before he got big.
Did you do Party Next Door?
No, I didn't do Party Next Door. But like, you know, just they be having a lot of opening acts before these big artists come on. So it's like, you know, I mean, I don't know their set. They hand me their USB or their CD and just hear what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
So like, what do you think like could like change about it to make it more organized?
I mean, that's just ultimately like the show management. I mean, at the end of the day, if they're taking money from artists to perform, to open up for Schoolboy Q or whatever it is, you know, I mean, nowadays you can't, you know, he's probably, you know, he's way above that level where he's having opening acts like that. He probably bring his own opening acts. But, you know, some of these shows, they'll tell artists, well, pay me $1,500 and I'll let you open up the show. You come do two or three songs before, and, you know, they have them come mad early, you know, while the crowd is, you know, walking in or whatever. They'll perform and whatnot, but then it just gets crazy because then you have too many dudes, and you got dudes you got to show love to because they got somewhat of a name, and then it just gets hectic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's like the biggest thing I hear about, like on these interviews, like everyone always complains about like how the shows are, because like on the underground shows, like the ones that I've been going to, they're like there's like 20 openers,
right?
And like a lot of people complain about that because they're like, no one wants to see like 20 people.
I mean,
like,
but that's how it is. You know, these guys are trying to recoup their money, so when they're paying these money for, so whatever big act that they paid for, they're trying to make that money back before ticket sales. So like, boom, I'm charge all these artists to get on. Now I made my money back from booking the artists, and then I can just eat the ticket sales.
Right.
It's, you know, it's the game, rap game. I guess it's what it's become. I don't know, but
no, of course. Have you always wanted to be an entrepreneur, or did you like? Was there anything else that you wanted to like do other than like, you know, music and stuff?
I mean, I've always definitely had that entrepreneur spirit. Like I never wanted, like I always hated working for somebody. Like, you know, back when I was in high school, like I worked at a call center. I did like all that whack, super whack stuff. You know what I mean?
Like a high
I worked for DirecTV. I worked for a couple of them, and then I actually and then it was called PRC at the time.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. And then they bought it.
Yeah, so, you know, I mean, I did that after high school or whatever. I worked in a little shoe store. I worked in Foot Action for a little while. Like, you know, I did those little jobs, but I've always made my own money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't sell drugs. I don't do none of that. But
you're just hustling?
I just got my own little hustles, you know what I'm saying? DJing every week. And then, like I said, the website, clothing line, just always found a way to just make my own money and work for myself, you know? So.
No, of course. Do you like, what about like some mistakes that you've made on the way to like getting to where you are now?
I mean, just, you know, everybody makes mistakes. I mean, I wouldn't say there's like an actual certain mistake, but, you know, just sometimes not being prepared for certain situations and not doing research for certain things. But I mean, I haven't really, you know, small mistakes. I wouldn't say anything big that cost me one.
You can keep talking.
Basically, I mean, you know, like I say, one of my biggest mistakes was, you know, as far, you know, I used to be DJ Smokey Bear, And my biggest mistake was not having my paperwork and as far as trademark and everything like that. So it was like, I ran with that. I was I made a name for myself.
Did they say anything about your tattoo?
Nah, that's my body. This is far because you gotta understand. So when you see, I'm as being a Poe Boy DJ, I'm on the Poe Boy website. Mm-hmm. You can book me there, whatever. But you got also acts like Flo Rida, Briscoe, Billy Blue, all these dudes. So as far as a trademark company, you looking at it like, well, this guy's up there with this, platinum selling artist, and so he's making money. So he's using our trademark. So now it's an issue. So they contact me,
But isn't Smokey Bear like 75 years old or something?
Doesn't matter, man. It's a federal protected name.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking of Yogi Bear.
Oh, nah, man. The Smokey Bear brand, that's a federal protected name, so I had to just switch it out and,
Well, why'd you name yourself Smokey Bear?
I was kind of given to me, what I'm saying? At the time, I used to have a little afro. I was a big dude, you know what I'm saying? And
people say you look like him?
I mean, I wouldn't say they look like it. It's just something that came up. I don't know.
That's what people say to me. They always said I look like Yogi Bear.
No.
They be roasting me.
Man, that's not good, man. That's not good. I mean, I don't know. It just kind of just came about, friends, and you should do this and that, whatever. I ran with it, and then, I had to just grow, the growth. You know what I'm saying? Get my paperwork right. My bank account say DJ Smokey. I got my business right. So
you have everything matching and everything.
Right. Trademark, LLCs. All linked, everything. If you want to write me a check, you can write it. DJ Smokey, I can deposit it. You know what I'm saying? So that's about it, man. Just getting my business right. That was just that was probably my biggest mistake because kind of hurt the brand since I had to take the bear off. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, and I'm sure there's 100 other DJ Smokies out there. I mean, you said there was some dude out there that you heard about, but I mean, there's 100 other ones too that you don't know about. You know what I'm saying? But
so if you you feel like if you had to change your name, totally, then it would have
Well, I own the name, so I own the name now. So nobody can tell me to change anything. If anything, I'll send you that cease and desist, and you can get that change. You can change your name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, just like they hit me with the cease and desist, I just hit you with one too. Do
you feel like you learned a lot after that?
After that, yeah, I did. Just had to rebrand myself. Had to just redo a lot of things, man. I mean,
was it like starting over again?
It wasn't, not really, because I had the connects. I mean, I'm just always I'm plugged in, so it's not really it's kind of a rebranding thing as far as doing new logos and shit like that. But it's the same thing, same grind, man.
No, of course.
So.
What are some of your short-term goals? Where do you want to be at in a year from now or 2 years?
I mean, right now I'm just really focused on my clothing line, Broken Crown Clothing. That's my main focus right now. I have a big drop coming soon for the fall, winter, and I'm placing this real big order. So
what do you have coming out,
hoodies, jackets, shirts, hats, shorts, joggers. I mean.
I'm gonna have the website in the description. So I can just click it out.
So you can go BRKNCRYN.com. Broken Crayon is the acronym for it. So come support that.
What made you think of that name?
Me and my partner came up with it. Just like we came up with Hip Hop Overload. We were brainstorming, and the name just came up, and it was like, this is dope. And then, so the story behind it is even Broken Crayon still colors. So somebody who came, if you've been locked up, you know what I'm saying, or you've had some stuff that some roadblocks, I'll say, and you overcome those roadblocks, you can still keep going. You know what I'm saying? Just because you've been in jail don't mean you can't become a millionaire. Just because you didn't finish college, you can't become a millionaire or a billion, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can still do it.
That reminds me of this thing I saw. There was a teacher or whatever. They took a $20 bill and they crumbled it up and they threw it on the floor and they stepped on it and it's who would still spend it? And then everyone was raising their hand because you could still spend it.
Exactly. Still good to go, man. As long as it's not ripped in half, man, you could just need that. You know what I'm saying? You could still spend the 20s.
No, of course. What do you like to spend money
My daughter.
Really?
Yeah.
What does she like?
She likes Jordans and Vans and spray ground backpacks and.
For real?
You know.
Were you into shoes back then?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know,
stuff?
she picked up her sneaker habit from me.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I feel like it was probably bigger like in your time.
Oh well, I feel like the Jordan brand kind of like took a nosedive because you know it's just too many. First of all, like the shoes, you know, you're trying $200 for shoes, so it's like you know, most people can afford it, but not the average people can't afford it to do it as much as y'all dropping shoes. You know what I'm saying? So like you doing a drop, you know, once or twice a month. I guess you got to keep up with the consumer. So I guess they have a demand for it, and there's people that still buy every Jordan that comes out.
Yeah, they still like camp out and everything for them.
Well, I think the camping out thing has phased out as far as like these general releases, like maybe some exclusive, like these Off-White Jordan ones that are about to come out. I'm sure they'll be camping out for that.
Off-White, like it's a collab?
Yeah, there's a collab with Off-White and Jordan for the ones that's about to come out. And I know that's going to be hard to get, but like as far as like the regular drops, I mean, you know, Foot Locker, all these companies have the app now, so you just,
yeah,
you know, so. You know, I'm a platinum member, man. So I always win the raffles or whatever. So I don't ever have a problem. But you know, I just really, you know, it's not really. I think I like more other shoes. Like there's other dope brands like Clearweather and all these dope smaller brands that are super dope shit. You know?
I was mostly into like LeBrons and Jordans and like Nikes, like
right?
The SBs and stuff.
Right.
That's what I was like big into.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the same thing, man. These shoes have been coming out. So like. You know, like when you go to E-Class crib, man, this guy has every Jordan imaginable. So, but, you know, what he tells us, like, bro, 20 years ago, I was buying the same Jordans that I'm buying now.
Like the retro, like the
he was buying the OGs, you know, he's an older dude. So he was like, man, I was buying the OG Jordans, just like, it's just still coming out.
But I feel like it's stopped because the retros were like, they're not as good quality as the oldies.
Well, I mean, you know, they have to change the materials, you know, due to cost and things like that. You know, materials back then were different. Technology has just changed the way things are made, you know what I'm saying?
But aren't they like cheaper now?
Yeah, I mean, they were probably cheap back then, but I'm just saying technology makes things easier to make, cheaper, you know, these dudes, you know, it's just technology. Times have changed from 20 years ago.
Not like the cross, I meant like the material. Like, wasn't it easier?
I mean, ultimately, leather's leather. But the way they got their leather before is different than the way they're getting leather now. It's just like a different process, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I mean, leather's leather at the end of the day. But if there's a machine that's going to make it like this and it's going to make it faster for me to make the shoe or whatever it is, then that's what they're going to use.
What about like the difference between that and like Louis Vuitton leather or like Gucci leather, you know?
I mean, ultimately you get what you pay for, man. Let me tell you something. You spending $800-900 on a pair of Louis Vuitton shoes, $1,000, $1,500. I mean, you gotta, you know, you're gonna get more than, but they might not be comfortable. Let me tell you something, man. Those Giuseppe's and all that shit, them shits ain't comfortable, dog.
I haven't worn Giuseppe.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, you know, Gucci has comfortable shoes, but a lot of them shoes aren't comfortable. I mean, this for me, I don't know, but like.
What size are you?
13.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably why. They make them that big?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I didn't know.
I think they go up to 14. Stuff comes big. But,
there was a kid in my high school. He had like size 18 feet.
Oh,
like, they call him Big Feet Fred or something like that.
Big Feet Fred. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, man. Maybe he'll be playing football or something. I don't know.
He was a big kid, but he got big ass feet.
No, okay. But yeah, man, you know, just, you know, you get what you pay for, man. You want the Louis Vuitton, you know, you got to pay that bread.
Yeah.
Ultimately, so.
What's like your daily routine? Like how you start the day?
Straight. I wake up. I mean, if I'm working in the club the night before, I mean, I'm getting home at 6 a.m. So when y'all are getting up, I'm getting home. You know. So
you like spend most of the day like sleeping?
Nah. I mean, I get up by noon. On nights I work, I get up at noon. I get straight to hiphopoverload.com. I got to do my, you know, work there, and then you know, I've been going to the gym lately, so I'll go to the gym after, and then you know, get some food or whatever, and then work on some mixes, you know, radio, phone calls, you know, All depends.
You go to like the studio, to the radio station, or?
Yeah, we have a radio station in Hialeah, Strong on Radio. It's Flow Riders radio station. So go over there, go to the studio there. They have the studios over there too as well. So.
What gets you like motivated to do everything? Like,
I mean, I made a career. I don't have to work for anybody. I work for myself. So I mean, that's my motivation, man. My bills are paid, my daughter's straight. You know, I'm good. So.
But do you ever ever feel like, damn, I don't want to do anything, but then you just like?
I mean, there's days where I just say I'm laying in bed all day, like, but at least I have the opportunity to make those decisions.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going out nowhere today. Y'all kiss my ass. Like, I'm staying home, laying in bed. And
what would be like your ideal day, like? Or like vacation, or just like a time where you could just like do whatever.
Vacation?
Yeah.
Oh, I go on vacation a lot.
Right.
I mean, not a lot, but like I definitely travel a lot. Like I was just in New York 2 weeks ago, and then I be going to LA a lot.
You're plugged up in like all the cities. Like,
yeah, I know. I mean, at least there's somebody I can call in most cities. You know what I'm saying? Hang out, whatever.
That's how I'm trying to be, because I'm trying to like do more like moving out.
Right.
I don't know anyone in like any cities or anything.
I mean, you got to go out there and meet people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely in most cities I go to. You know, Chicago, Texas, whatever. Like, I pretty much I can call. I got somebody I can call.
Have you ever stayed there? Like
lived?
There? Yeah.
Nah. I'm Miami baby. I went. You know. I'll go for months at a time, but I wouldn't say I'll move from Miami. You know what I mean? Like I love Miami to the death.
What's like the other place you would live if it wasn't Miami? Like Miami was like.
Definitely LA.
LA.
Definitely.
So the weather.
The weather, the people, the vibe, the food, just just a mix of things. Just LA is just it's just a whole different place. But I'll never leave Miami. Love Miami to death, man. I mean. Got beautiful women, beaches, clubs, party all night, got my family here, most importantly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So were you were going to a lot of parties like when you were younger?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, party animal. It was just different though. It was different back then, like.
What was like the craziest party?
Craziest party?
Craziest night you had?
I can't even think of that right now. I'm gonna plead the fifth on that, but nights can end up all type of ways. But
sometimes you don't remember.
Nah, I mean I remember good nights. I know. I mean, like I said, man, I'm not gonna incriminate myself with anything. But I've had great nights, lots of great parties, lots of beautiful women, and that's what we'll leave it at, man.
What would be like your pickup line?
Pickup line?
Yeah. What do you used to get ladies?
I don't really know. It all depends. Sometimes I'll just talk to a girl.
They just come up to you at the booth, or
who? The people. I mean, when I'm working, I'm really not paying attention to anything other than what I have in front of me. Like, the girls come. Yeah, girls come up to the booth all the time. But if I'm rocking a crowd,
you don't got time to focus on them.
I mean, you can chill. A girl can chill. You drink out my bottle, whatever. But I'm not gonna be stopping what I'm doing to be like, holding, dance with you, or like, nah. I'm setting the vibe, like respect the set. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk after. We can go have dinner after, or breakfast after, or you can come back to the crib, like you know what I'm saying? So,
I feel you.
It all depends. It all depends.
So what's your drink of choice?
My drink?
Yeah.
Oh, Hennessy.
Hennessy?
I'm a Hennessy advocate.
Straight out the bottle? Or you got a chaser?
Nah, no chase. But I like some ice. At least Hennessy straight with some, on the rocks. Maybe a little bit of cranberry, but Hennessy.
What is that your ritual? Do you have any rituals before you go to your side or anything?
Not really. I mean, no rituals. Just make sure I have all my stuff that I need, and that's it. Just come turn up. Just get my mind right to turn up. You know what I'm saying? Give the crowd an experience they're gonna go home with, where they can forget their problems and then come have a good time. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. What about your favorite song to play right now? That gets that crowd hype, or whatever song you like to play?
I mean, you know, some of the songs that people like, you know, like that the crowd likes, doesn't necessarily mean I like it. You know what I'm saying? But I like the little dude K and Kodak. Like I like the little dudes. You know what I'm saying? But
like you play the race.
Yeah, I play the race.
And then like everyone knows all the lyrics.
Yeah, and there's another dude, YBM Namir or something like that. YBN Nahir, something like that. Namir or something like that. He's dope. He's dope.
I seen that name, but I haven't heard like any music.
Yeah, Buddy got like millions of views on YouTube and shit. There's a lot of bunch. I mean, there's so many artists. Like, it's also hard to keep up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like somebody new every week. You know what I'm saying? But like in my car, when I'm in the car, I'm listening to classic hip hop. Like now we got that classic hip hop station here in Miami, that 105.5 joint. They be playing all classic jams. Like that's what I prefer to listen to. But
instead of like, well, you consider it mumble rap?
What, that?
No, like the new stuff. Like you consider that mumble rap?
Not all of it. Some of it is, but not everybody got it's like mumble rap or whatever they call it. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm not really a big fan of that mumble rap. Like, I mean, like
what's mumble rap to you?
No, I mean like people saying mumble rap because like they would call Migos mumble rap, but like I hear Migos say.
Nah, I do too. But you know, that's just a lot of people just be hating, man. Like you know, they don't want to see people win, and just because they don't like it, I mean, nobody else can like it. Type shit. Like fuck all that, man. Like. You know, it's all about you. You're a college student, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, y'all are youth, man. It's y'all time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had our time. When we were 21, people were saying the same shit about what we was listening when the Master P's and Mysticals. I mean, look at Mystical, bro. That nigga was rapping.
Yeah, it was like,
But we knew what he was saying, but when people, you know, our older people didn't understand what the hell is this guy talking about. And
I think it's because there was less auto-tune back then that they were like...
Nah, that wasn't. I mean, back then it wasn't about the auto-tune. I mean, T-Pain came with the auto-tune, but you know, at the end of the day, T-Pain can sing. Like people don't understand. Like you could do auto-tune, but if you ain't staying on key and doing these things, it sounds like shit. I mean, I hate to say it, but you know, it is what it is. You know.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to use the auto-tune to make it sound good. Is what I'm saying. But
I feel like a lot of people, they just go into the booth and they're just like, oh, the engineer's gonna do everything for me. They're gonna make it sound good. So they just do that, whatever.
I mean, they may think that, but you know, engineer's getting paid to do his job, record you. He can give you advice if you choose. You know, if you just going in there and saying whatever and not, you know, giving no flow or anything like that, then he's just gonna get paid to do his job. I can make you sound clear. My job as an engineer is to make you sound crispy clear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, add a little spice to your verses or whatever and your hooks, but I mean, I guess you could. I mean, I guess you could take somebody who's not, you know, vocally all the way there and you could make them sound like something, but I don't know. I just feel like
I know some
lyrics wise, or you know how you deliver your thing is really on you. It's not on the engineers.
Yeah.
You know, you getting paid to do a job. So.
Did you ever try rapping?
No. I can't rap, bro.
Fair.
I'm not a rapper, man. But I've always been all right at DJing, so.
Yeah. Have you ever made a rap? Like, never? Like, you were freestyling or stuff like that?
I mean, I freestyled with my homies, but I never really was, like, big on that. I rather, you know, I like going to freestyle battles or listening to freestyle battles and shit like that. That's cool, but I've never been, like it's never been my forte, man.
Nah, I feel you. But, so, like, with engineering, like, how long have you been doing that?
I mean, I'm just, you know, over the years, I mean, just engineering, you know, just need to know how to do it and record my own mixes for DJing and stuff like that. And, you know, you just build the knowledge over just using Pro Tools and stuff like that, so.
Yeah.
So, I'm not really like, you know, we use engineers, we have engineers like that are engineers. You know, but if I have to record something, like I could do it myself. You know what I'm saying?
Because you record stuff for the radio station, right?
Yeah, but I mean that's a whole different system. We're not really recording out of Pro Tools and stuff like that. But same thing though. If I had to pull up a session in Pro Tools and do a mixtape hosting or whatever, you know, I could just do that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Who are some people that you've interviewed there?
Manny Fresh, DJ Khaled.
Do you look up to Khaled?
He's a big influence and for the DJ culture, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this guy, his, you know.
I feel like he's on top, right?
Oh, he's definitely at the top of his game right now, man. Salute to DJ Khaled. You know, even though everybody thinks I look like him, but
I think that's why. I think that.
but he's a hard worker, man. If you go back and look at Khaled's videos back when he was on Mix 96 and stuff like that, like, you know, before your time, like, you don't even know about.
No,
like,
I know about old Khaled.
No, okay. Well, I mean, he's been the same dude. He's, you know, when he was on 99 Jams, his whole swag and the way he talks, like, he ain't never changed up. He's just been the same thing. Just his time came. So, you know, salute to that boy, man.
Yeah,
big inspiration.
I grew up listening to DJ Khaled on like everything.
Right. Well, he was like that on the radio too. So it's not like this whole, you know, people are like, oh, he just be acting like, nah, he been acting like that, you know.
Yeah.
That's just his personality, man.
I'm hoping I can like grow into like something like that, because like right now I'm like, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm like a little like mellow, like chilling.
I mean, it's all depends on the setting, you know. The more and more you do this, and you know, the more you do it, the easier it's gonna get. You're gonna sit back, you know. Somebody else gonna be pressing play on your camera, and like it's gonna be a different, you know, it's just growing, bro. It's all about growth. You're still young, so a lot of growing to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When do you feel like you got into the mindset of like, you know, I gotta grind right now?
I mean, I've always had that mindset. I mean, the minute I turned 16, I went and got a job, and just I need the money, like, it's, you know, and then my daughter, you know, ever since my daughter was born, man, it's like I got to go hard for her. I got to make sure she's able to go to college. And
was that ever like a struggle, like to like help to provide for her or anything?
I mean, I wouldn't say struggle. Like there wasn't ever a day that she didn't have food on her, you know, on the plate for her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I put my, you know, I got a lot of family and stuff. Like, you know, like there was never she's always gonna be good. You know what I'm saying?
I always hear like, when people have like kids, they stop trying to do what they want to do.
Well, I mean, you have to sit back and make sure your kid is good. I mean, like I say, my daughter's mother, you know, she holds it down. She does what she needs to do, and you know, allows me to, you know, make the moves I made. But now it's like I kind of been chilling, and now I'm able to sit back and be at her school events and be there. You know, I'm not on the road, so it's like, you know, I pick her up from school every day and I can do those things.
Yeah, like how is it on the road, and like, you know, you have to deal with that?
I mean, being on the road is an amazing thing. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, a lot of early wake up, you know, call time. You got to be up early. You know, it's like you're in one city. You got to, you know, you go to the hotel after. You wake up 6 a.m. You out to the next city.
Yeah.
And it's all over again. New show, new theater.
Have you guys ever missed like a venue?
Nah, we never miss no dates. We always get to. Can't miss out on no dates, man. You got to be responsible. I mean, unless there's some. I mean, I never personally experienced it, but I mean, if you know, you have issues on the road as far as maybe accident, flat tires, things like that. You know, those things can happen. But definitely never missed a show or anything like that.
What about like fans and stuff? Like, do you have fans that come up to you, like, or recognize you?
Yeah, hell yeah, all the time, bro. All the time, yeah. I mean, you know, I've been doing this a long time, dog. You know, so when I go to the club, it's handshakes, like dap ups, you know, just like, you know, I built my brand to where I can walk in the place and get recognized. You know what I'm saying?
When do you feel like everything was like started moving for you?
Shit, when I got with Poe Boy, like they helped me get to another level. Like, you know, the connections, just the cosigns, the people I've met, and like I say, to the point where I could just walk in the building and it's love. They know me, and you know, you go to the club, they lift the ropes right up, like, you know, that's how it is, man. So.
No, of course, I feel you. So, like, what's your like end goal with everything?
My end goal is just to be able to provide. Hopefully, I could take these businesses as far as like my hip hop overload, my Broken Crayon clothing, to a level where I can provide jobs for all my people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I definitely want to be able to provide jobs, and then have something to leave for my daughter.
Yeah.
Leave her with some companies or whatever, and then, you know, I'm also like dabbing in some real estate stuff. So I'm just. That
your friend he teaches you how to do everything?
What do you mean?
Like with real estate?
I do have my partner, the guy I own the website with, he's actually doing a lot of real estate right now. So, you know, he's been having me put my money in certain places to go ahead and get
Like
myself to start investing. You know, we're doing she's buying some, you know, we're buying cribs in other cities and, you know, renting them out and things like that. So just a lot of things in the works, man. Just a lot of stuff to just make sure my family's good and, you know, DJing for me, you know. So it's all about the young guys now. So y'all, you know, y'all young cats about to take over and do y'all thing. And, you know, I got to leave a legacy for my daughter, man.
Yeah, of course. So, is there anything you want to, like, put light on?
Nah, man, just, you know, stay on your grind, man. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you having me here today, man.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, just follow your dreams, man. Don't let nobody stop you from doing what you want to do, man. And, you know, just take care of your family, man. Take care of your family.
Mm-hmm. What would you like your daughter to, like, grow up knowing, like, or, like, what path would you want her to take?
I want her to do whatever makes her happy. I was always told that I needed to be in school and I needed to do this and you got to work for a job or some bullshit. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, like, I made more money doing what the fuck I want to do than working in a fucking job. You know, I don't feel like working for somebody is getting me over. You working for somebody for $10 an hour and this motherfucker's making millions. Like, fuck that shit, bro. Like, I'm trying to be making the millions too. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't have that attitude, that's why working in those jobs, like, I can't, you know, working call centers and shit, like, who the fuck wants to do that, bro? Like,
of course.
Fuck that shit.
My brother does that, and he will come home every day like
I'm not saying for anybody to go quit their job, man. If you're cool with what you do, cool. It ain't for me.
That disclaimer.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You have anyone you want to shout out?
Shout out to my family, man. Shout out to all my people out there. Shout out to everybody in Miami. Shout out to my Poe Boy family, my Strong Arm family. Shout out to all them babies out there, sexy little babies. And, you know, shout out to the fans, man. Shout out to the people. Shout out to the youth, man. Y'all next up to take this whole music game to another level. A lot of young dudes is learning the business at an early age. So, you know, I want to see them grind. I want to see everybody prosper, man.
No, of course.
Positive vibes, man. Shout out my brother H2, man. Y'all know what it is. Mixtape Bullies.
And where can they find you at?
You can follow me, DJ Smokey PBMG, on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that. Check out my video. Go to iTunes, search DJ Smokey, man. How I Feel, My Grind. It's on Vivo. Yeah, got a bunch of singles out. And I still got more music on the way, man. So stay tuned.
All right, for sure. So this has been 6 Feet with the one and only DJ Smokey, because you got timber.
No, bro. Appreciate you having me, man.